Welcome to episode 60 of the Cheeseheads in the Bear podcast. It is yours truly, Cheesehead number 2, signing in once again.
You got Cheesehead number 1, Connor Kelly.
Got the Bear, Brennan Elgis.
Got the Viking, Alex Rudinger.
And you got the Steeler, John Tortorelli.
John Tortorelli from the Pick a Side and Objectively Biased podcast, brother. Appreciate you being on here. Thank you so much.
Great to be here. Thank you, guys.
We got a loaded show. Basically, me and Alex got games. We're going to do some NBA. We got our top 10 list of players going into the playoffs. We're going to preview the East because that's what's locked in. And then we're just going to do NFL win totals for every team. And then, as we always do, sports starters. Mason, you got a sports starter for me?
Yeah, Nikola Jokic is the third player in NBA history to average a triple-double, and he's not going to win MVP this season, which is pretty crazy.
My MVP.
He's just not going to – he's not winning it. It's going to be Shea. Shea's been playing out of his mind this year. I think the Nuggets are, like, below 500 when they play, like, below 500 teams or some weird stat like that. So, you know, Shea, the Thunder, they're the first team in the West. He's going to win the MVP. But Jokic, man, third player in NBA history to average a triple-double. It's just insane.
Yeah, we know a Thunder fan personally, and he was not making the case really good because he was telling us all these people that were out yesterday, and they still beat the Jazz by almost 30 or whatever it was. So I don't really know why he said that to make the case better for SGA, but Jalen Williams, the better J-Dub, dog. So
I just kept poking him last night in the group chat. I kept saying Jokic is the MVP and stuff like that, saying SGA wasn't averaging a triple-double, and he was getting so pissed. It was so funny. Shout out Kyle.
Yeah. And now let's kind of go into my sports starter because it's also Nuggets related. Nuggets fire Mike Malone. Very surprising. I thought Taylor Jenkins' firing was going to be basically the biggest of the season. I don't know why contenders or teams that are in the playoffs are firing their coach right before the playoffs, but Mike Malone's gone. And John, you're a Nuggets fan, I believe, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How are you going to feel when Jokic is on the Lakers next year?
Luckily, I think that's a nightmare that won't happen, but it's a very weird change because to do it 3 games for the playoffs to me was just the worst possible timing.
Yeah, they're 2-0 since firing though, so hopefully that kind of just goes into the playoffs. Sadly, I think I'm going to lose my bet. I don't think they're going to get the 3 seed because the Lakers are so good. But shout out Jokic. So, Alex, you got your sports starter for me?
Yeah, my sports starter, a little bit of unfortunate news for me personally. Drew Lock ended up re-signing with the Seahawks on a 1-year deal. I wasn't able to find the specifics of the contract as far as how much. I'm assuming it's probably just going to be like a vet minimum or something like that. But it was a 1-year back to Seattle. Going to back up Sam Darnold. I would have been really cool if we could have got him on the Vikings. I'm a huge Drew Lock guy.
Who is going to back up J.J. McCarthy?
Sam Howell?
On the team?
I don't know. Joe Flacco is also. I don't know if it was official, but he signed with the Browns.
Yes.
Yeah, it was official. So I don't know who. We're just gonna roll with JJ and hope he doesn't get hurt. I guess.
Aaron Rodgers is on the way.
No one on the depth chart. That's insane.
It's literally JJ.
Cousins available.
Yeah, that would be. There's no shot.
That'd be wild.
Give me Aaron Rodgers over Kirk Cousins, please.
Dude, he'll probably end up on one of your guys' teams, the Vikings or the Steelers. You would assume, right?
No.
Yeah.
That would be pretty awesome for everybody. Shout out JJ McCarthy though. Connor, you got your sports starter?
Yes, so it's not news related, but it's more of a question for you guys. Okay. I walk up to you. I give you $1 million in cash. Just, you get to keep it, no tax, nothing. $1 million. You just get it. But you cannot root for your favorite teams in the NFL, NBA, or MLB. Would you take the money?
Well,
Forever.
Never again. Forever.
But you okay? So, but the thing is, you also have to cheer for your rival. That's
you have to cheer for your
Yeah,
rival.
Yeah.
So
Can't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dude,
Absolutely.
go fucking Bears! Give me the bread. I don't care. I don't pay attention to basketball like that. I'll just stop paying attention to MLB, and I can root for the Bears because my best friend's a Bears fan. I can do that, and I can
That's
still
from
hate on the
Cheesehead
Vikings.
number 1.
Yes, it
By
is.
the way,
That really is
that's
from
Cheesehead
number
number
right
one.
there.
You
Dude,
know,
Dedicated fan.
$1 million
Flip it.
in my hand. If you walked up to me and said, "This is yours," like it was right in front of your face, take $1 million. Give me the money.
Do we see what's going on here?
dude,
I
it's
can't.
crazy because I said yes as well, and it wasn't even the Packers were the worst. It was cheering for the Dodgers. I couldn't cheer for the Dodgers or the Cubs to
Oh,
save my
man.
life. I just
couldn't
could
cheer for
not
the
do that.
Cubs.
Celtics are fine, whatever. They're just, I like being a winner. But cheering for the Dodgers or the Cubs, that would be rough. But
All right,
cheering for
side
the Packers is
question.
fine.
Side question. How much would it take for you to do that?
My God.
John, are you taking the million or no?
No, I'm not really the Ravens. The Bengals.
Yeah, the Ravens.
But if that wasn't tied to it, I would take the million because the Steelers have done nothing but tear my heart apart every single year.
Relatable.
Playoffs every year, though.
Get
So
therapists for
that's
free
nice.
by addition by subtraction, and then of course I get $1 million. So
Who
How
is
much?
the-
How much would it take for you to take it?
I'd take 5 million.
$5 million.
if you give me $10 million, I'll become a Raven again.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The
10.
video we
I was
saw
gonna
it was they said 100 million. I'm like,
Yeah, they
I'm-
said 100 million at first, and I was
crazy
like,
thing
it's,
for $100
no
million
one in their
dollars.
right mind would say no. Like, you can love a team, $100 million.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
Your
insane.
great grandkids.
I think 4 would do it for me. I think 4 would be enough.
I was just gonna say I'm probably right around that, anywhere from 4 to 7. I think it would. I
4
think
is enough to
somewhere around
live.
there.
Be set for life. So
Yeah.
Exactly. I need a couple extra
me
million.
and Connor are just taking the money and running, dude.
Dude, I'd
A
take
mill.
it. That's
I
fine.
can't do it for a mill. That
I
won't
just
set me
stop
up for the
watching
rest of my
basketball and
life.
baseball completely, and I'll just root for the Bears with Brendan. I'll be all right.
What I have-
I'd have to be a Packers
no more
fan, dude.
UFC. No more
What-
UFC for
yeah.
your bitch ass either. So.
No, you'd have to.
Oh, true UFC. Oh.
No, you already
Yeah.
said yes. You already said yes.
Yep.
So you're an
Ooh,
Islam
let me take
guy
it back.
now.
I need at least like
No,
30
you're an
million.
Islam guy now. You're an Islam
I
guy.
like way too many guys in the
Islam.
UFC.
You're an Islam guy. John, who
Oh,
is
fuck,
the rivals
Islam.
for the Nuggets? Like, who is I don't even know. Like, what's your team in the NBA that you hate the most?
As a Nugget fan, their biggest rival would have to be the Warriors because they still haven't beaten them. They had a rough series against them in 2022. And then also the Lakers, but it's more so the Lakers kind of not liking the Nuggets because the Nuggets kind of kick their ass every
I was
time.
about to say that's not much of a rivalry, but I
Yeah. One-sided
Clippers, I
rivalry.
think the Clippers, just because of the way that the bubble went for them, I think that's another team that would look at the Nuggets as a rival, but it's like almost like the Steelers and the Browns. Like, you look at us that way, but we don't look at y'all that way. So I'd say probably the best answer would be the Warriors. And
who's
then,
your least favorite team in the NBA? You think?
what's that?
Who's your least favorite NBA team?
My
Like-
least favorite NBA team would probably be. Oh man, I don't have one because
Boston Celtics.
I was about to say
not
ours
even
is Boston
not
pretty
even
easily.
Boston because I really like Drew Holiday and I really like Derek White. And
Okay, those are fine answers. That's
those
fine.
are good. Those are good.
I don't think there would be one. That's a tough question. I
No,
think.
you're good. You're good. You're good. Are you a baseball guy at all, or not really?
Well, when the Pirates are good, so no.
So never. Got it.
Yeah, hates baseball.
Hey,
Got it.
Paul Skeens is good, I guess.
Yeah, it's
All
like
right.
walks and or gets traded in 5 years, but yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dodgers incoming.
Yep. Yankees.
John, did you have a sports starter for us?
I do. I know we got 2 Packer fans here, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Good, awesome. Okay, so Green Bay is needed for a little bit. I think a little bit more edge rushing support.
Okay,
We're
we're done. I think we're done with this already. If you're bringing up.
And
All right. Go ahead.
I think the solution might possibly be on the market because T.J. Watt recently has had a lot of reports that he could possibly be on the move. He's entering the last year of his contract. He just turned 30 years old, and one thing last year that I noticed at the second half of the season, the final few games, he was a relative non-factor for his standard as a defensive player of the year because it seemed like he was playing through something, and he just was trying to get on the field because he wants to make upwards of $40 million this all season. TJ hasn't missed a game in 2 years. But from Pittsburgh, I look at J.J. Watt after he turned 30, and also just how much talent they have at the edge rushing group. It's the Steelers' most deep group with Alex Highsmith and Nick Herbig behind them. And I do wonder if Pittsburgh would be willing to trade him possibly for at least a first-round pick, and most likely more than that. And I think as a Steeler fan, it would almost be the right thing to do because since drafting TJ, we haven't won a playoff game in 8 years, and when you look at this quarterback room, I like Mason Rudolph as a backup, but I think it's a relative joke right now. And guys like T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward deserve to be in situations where they have a chance to win playoff games. And quite frankly, I don't think the Steelers give him that.
That's
Yeah,
so
I'll take him. I'll give you a first round and a second round pick. I'll take him too for the Bears. That's, I guess, if you're trying to get rid of him, I'll take him. But
We're not trying to get rid of him, but
no,
I do
that's
believe
that's
if the
okay.
price is right, there's no reason why he'd be untouchable for the Steelers because $40 million is a lot of money if you don't have a quarterback. So
Yeah, well, at 21 you can get Jackson Dart. So I mean, that guy is that guy's a dog.
think
So
we're at. I hope they wait.
or trade up to 10. I mean, if Shador Sanders is still available, you can come get Shador at 10. But Packer fans, what would your first reaction be if T.J. Watt got traded?
He's coming home, baby. It'd be awesome.
that'd be fucking awesome. Obviously,
Definitely would.
like John was saying, the price would have to be right on our end too.
Jair for
It honestly could be Jair, which honestly I'd be so happy. Would you be happy with a Jair for TJ?
Not a
And
swap. Not a swap.
Well, yeah.
Nothing more. Yeah. If
Yeah,
you're
there'd be a little
first
more,
rounder
but
in Jair, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe throw in Christian Watson's like left hamstring.
I thought they fixed the muscle imbalance at Ezekiel.
They've been trying for 4 years. So I don't know if I don't know if
that's never gonna happen. But I would absolutely love TJ Watt on the Packers. That'd be such a big player to grab, and if the price is right, I would say go for it.
It addresses our biggest need too. Like our pass
Yeah.
rush was very iffy last year, and I know everyone in Wisconsin loves the Watt family, so it would be one of the biggest homecomings for Wisconsin sports in a long time.
Yeah,
It's
when
just
you
so-
go ahead.
I was
Alex.
just gonna say it's just so out of the ordinary for the Packers. That's too much of a splashy move for them to make. They
really
never
is.
do that. So
It
that goes against everything
valid.
they've ever done.
Dude, Jordan Love, new quarterback, new system, everything's new.
Well,
So-
plus the whole fact that he's pushing 30. I mean, your team is one of the youngest teams in the NFL, and
That would hurt that stat, guys. You couldn't put that graphic up every game, dude. You couldn't
every
do that.
drive.
We need vet presence. We need a vet who's really fucking good that can
Yeah,
teach the
Zadarius
young
Smith.
guys.
Zadarius Smith is still available. You could go
Get
there.
out of here.
Yeah,
Fuck that guy.
That's the homecoming.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
been a homecoming that's been 8 years in the making. Since I don't want to ruffle
Yes.
feathers because the Steelers have made some terrible draft decisions, but in 2017, I think most Packer fans wanted them to take TJ, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the
100%.
Eric Stokes draft instead?
That's Kevin
No,
King, right?
Eric Stokes was.
Traded out of the first round for Kevin King.
Yeah, it was a cornerback. I couldn't remember which one it was. Makes sense.
What do
Yeah,
you think of Keanu Benton?
I love Keanu Benton, but I believe he's
Let's go.
playing. I believe he would be best served as a 3 technique opposed to a stand-up traditional kind of defensive tackle, and that's why I want Steelers to go D-tackle in the first round so that Benton can be mentored by Cam Hayward in a similar spot, and I think that's where his pass rushing prowess would really shine because he's not a great anchor in the run game, but I mean if you get him in the right spot, he can be an absolute game record.
I graduated with him, so that's
Really?
that's why. Yeah, he went to
Awesome.
my high school.
And Nick Herbig too. I don't know if he was in the same high school graduating class.
Yeah,
That's
high
awesome.
school. High school. Yeah, so I was in the same grade as him and everything. So that's why it's cool to see a kid from your high school
Absolutely.
do
That's
things
awesome.
like that. So
Yeah,
Shout out
he was
Patrick
almost a bear,
Baldwin.
dude. He was almost a bear. God damn it. Yeah, when you said you had a sports starter with TJ Watt, and that's what you were gonna say, I would have just said, "Don't bring that to the table," because we didn't need that. We didn't need that bad mood going here.
we need
right.
that. Bring him home, baby.
All right, let's move over to the NFL section. What we're gonna do is it's a little dry in the NFL season. I'm not gonna lie, off season draft's coming up, but we're just gonna go through the win totals for the NFL teams, and you guys just tell me over and under on this team and number. So first team up, it's not in any order. It's kind of just all over the place, but first team up is the Cleveland Browns at 4.5. Over or under?
Over.
Okay, that was fast.
Dude, I ain't gonna
4.5
lie.
is very low.
It
is very
Who's playing
low.
quarterback? Joe Flacco? I'm gonna go under. That's probably why. I'm not a big I'm not on the Jerry Judy train, so I can't.
Oh, dude, Jerry Judy, yeah, give me over. They got 6 in them.
I don't know who's playing running back.
I was
They
just
got a
gonna
lot
say,
of
who do they
people.
have at running back?
J.K. Dobbins
I
is on
mean-
the way.
Miles Garrett wanted to be on a contender, so they got him a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there it is.
he's
And
the
they're taking
AFC
Abdul
North,
Carter.
AFC North guy, so that's take his word for it. But I'm gonna go under.
I'm going over here.
I feel like I have to go under. I mean, there's too many question marks with that team right now. Quarterback, running back, you have.
How many
Jerry
did they win
Jeudy.
last year? 5?
4 or 3 because they're the number 2 pick, so
Yeah.
less than
4
5.
maybe?
yeah, I mean having the second overall pick helps a lot with the
Yeah.
with the start.
Yeah, Shador Sanders is on the way.
No.
Dude, they did say that they liked him. I still think they should go Abdul Carter. That'd be fucking nasty.
Him or freaking Travis Hunter would be nasty for that
Travis
defense.
Hunter,
I think the Patriots are praying they go quarterback.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or
sure.
But also, I keep forgetting that Kenny Kinmans is on that team too. So Kenny Pickett is might steal that job and the
Fucking wolf, dude.
average 158 passing yards a game.
Dude, that was a win though. He got a lot of wins. All right, Mace. Did you say yours?
Yeah,
Did you
I
say
said
over?
over.
Okay.
I'm going to take the over.
Everyone answer. All right, perfect. All right, team in New York, the New York Jets at 5.5.
Going over.
Over. I'll go over as well. I love me some Jay Fields.
I'm going to go over. At like
Over.
literally 6, though. Like,
I'm
that's
going
a good,
over as well.
good line for the Jets.
These lines are really good, and some of them are really bad. Would you say, Connor?
I'm going over.
Love it. All right, Connor, start here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 9.5.
I got the over.
I got him right at 9. I'm gonna go under.
I got him at 10.
I got him at 10 as well. I think I'm going to be
Alright.
saying over for a lot because these are very, very low lines. And Tampa
They
Bay,
are.
they have some needs. So I think their defense, they can add a lot into that
Mm-hmm.
side of the ball. But, I mean, offensively, I don't think they're going to lose too much with Bucky Irvin going to year 2 and the amount of receiving talent they have. Jalen McMillan was great last year. K. Dotton stepped up. The offensive line's awesome.
K.
In
Dot.
that division, I mean, it's not like the Saints are world beaters. That might be the worst team in football. And the Panthers and Falcons, they're not clear playoff teams. So, I mean, that's to me a comfortable team. I'm pretty confident.
The only
me
one I
Mike-
see
Michael
is
Penix,
is
dude.
is the
one.
Falcons. Maybe Penix takes a huge leap because he was looking good last year, but we didn't get to see a full season out of him. But so we could see. But Falcons, I'm not scared of the Falcons.
We're not scared about that team in Carolina either.
You,
Alex.
you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. All right.
He
You guys
stinks.
aren't Bryce Young believers?
I am a
I,
huge.
I
Bryce
love the
Young
Carolina
believer.
Panthers, man, as a Bear fan. So I
Yeah.
really love the Panthers. So
Look, I had to go
I'm
pull it
Bryce
out
fan,
just
bro.
for this.
Oh my
Bryce Young, with the jersey patch in there.
It's
Come
gonna
on.
it's gonna be a lot of money one day.
Love to
Yeah,
go.
all right.
$5.
It's probably what it is right now. John, Steelers, 8.5.
That's very low. I'm going with the over. I've got them at 9.
I'm gonna go over as well, 9.
Every year they hit the over. They're always, over 500. So, again, I love how they set it at 8.5.
Yeah.
Those assholes. I'm going over, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9 here.
Yep, I'm
If
also
they
going over.
Trade TJ Watt in late August. Let's say they don't get a player back. They just get draft picks. Maybe they get Jaden Reed as their slot receiver, let's say. That'd be pretty filthy. What would their
It would be very filthy. Yeah, I mean, if Aaron Rodgers is there, you're going to Super Bowl. So let's go. Let's move over to the Seahawks, 8.5.
under?
I'm gonna go under.
I'm going under as well.
No way. Over.
Yeah.
It's way
Connor's,
too high.
Connor's a big Seahawk.
You are.
I'm on the
He
Seahawks this
he
year.
has to
I'm
because he
riding.
has them winning the division, dude.
I'm riding. I got them winning the division.
Yeah, you
9 wins for Sam Darnold.
And with that offensive line and that run game, I have very
O
little
line is
confidence.
horrible, and look at what Sam Darnold did when the O line wasn't playing well for us. I mean,
I love it.
absolute stinker of games.
I think it's going to be a lot like him in Carolina. I think the defense is going to be good, but the offense is really going to struggle. And
Yeah, I'll go under as well. Sorry, Connor.
I got them. I
Stay on
got
the
them. I
train,
got
though.
them winning the division. It's going to be
Stay on the
close.
train.
It'll be a one game division between the Rams and the Seahawks. But I got the Seahawks taking it home.
It's so gross to
Big-
hear out
big
loud, dude.
Seahawks.
That was so
Dude, I don't know.
gross to
It's-
hear out loud.
what makes them better than the Niners?
Everything, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not big on the Niners. I can't stand the Niners. They piss me off. I have a lot of hate towards a lot of teams and players in every single league, and they're one of the teams I just can't stand. So I'll always root against them.
They lost a lot on their
And
defense, too. So.
They did lose. They lost a lot. I mean,
Fourth
I
place
can't
schedule.
stand Debo, but
We'll get to the Niners line. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it's kind of disgusting. I won't lie. Also, Brandon Ayuk, is he going to be ready? We don't know. All right, Chargers, 9.5. I got them at 10. I'm going to go over.
Going over.
I'm comfortable over here for the Chargers.
Me as well.
it's a good line. I'm going to go over. I think they're at 10 also.
Harbaugh
Yeah.
year 2 for sure.
Yeah.
This one is this is when it starts kind of getting fun for me. Patriots, 8.5. Under.
Under.
Woof.
I'm going under 8.5. I think they'll be right around 7, 8.
I think I'm going.
6, 7.
I think I'm going under. I think 8 is their max. To be honest.
I got a very hot take for you guys.
You
Let's
guys
hear it.
seem very
The
hot.
Patriots can win the AFC East this year.
Golly. Golly.
Nah.
Does Josh Allen just
Defensive-
quit football?
Yeah.
Their defensive line is one of the two best in football now. They poached away Millen Williams from the Eagles. Their secondary is filthy with Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis. And
Underrated.
if they're able to get Abdul Carter, or really, I think that the move for them is Travis Hunter at number 4, which I think is possible if a team, let's say the Saints move up, they're a very bold team in the draft. If they get Travis Hunter with Drake May developing, and you had a couple of more players developing on that offense, Drake May, an elite defense, top 5 defense, so Mike Vrabel coming in, they can double their win total and then some. Because I think the Dolphins take a step back, I think the Jets take a slight step forward, I think the Bills take a slight step back as well. I really do believe that this Patriot team can win. Not only 9 games, maybe 10, but I think they can sweep the Jets, maybe sweep the Dolphins, go 4-2 in the division, and Drake May could be poised for a big breakout year.
I agree with the beating the Dolphins, beating the Jets. Dude, the Bills are so good, and I can understand thinking they might step back. I don't know if you know, I predicted the Super Bowl last year. Just saying, predicted the winners. I got the Bills winning the Super Bowl this year, so I can't.
John, I know your boy Dells is very high on Drake May.
Yeah.
Who do you think is better, Drake May or Caleb Williams? You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Okay, that was fast.
I don't
All
want
right.
to I don't want to hurt feelings.
Couldn't even
That-
get it out.
That was
I
fair.
I do rather have Drake May because of his poise and comfort within the pocket and in structure. But coming to the draft, I looked at Caleb as a 1A and Drake as a 1B. But the questions that Caleb had coming into the NFL, I think those were magnified as a rookie. So Caleb's going to be fine, but I do believe that Drake May is going to be a top 5 quarterback when it's all said and done. I don't think Caleb.
Wow.
I'm not as comfortable or confident saying that about Caleb.
You guys are very high on Drake May. I love it. I love it.
Extremely.
I think he's Herbert, and maybe he has more upside for all we know. I mean, his rookie year was really impressive.
Herbert, yes. All right, the Rams 9.5
Over.
over 10, 11. I think they're my division winner.
Yeah.
Devontae
Under.
Adams is a dog, so
That's
that's
gonna
gonna be
every division game. I think they just sweep that division. To be honest.
Cardinals. Buda Baker, dude, come on.
Buda Baker.
No more.
All
players.
Moving over to the Chiefs, 11.5.
Under.
Ooh,
I like
That
under
was
here too. I'm not
fast,
gonna
too. That was
lie.
fast.
he's fast with it. I like it. I'm gonna go.
Go
I'm gonna go over. I think 12.
I'm going under as well. I think the Broncos and the Chargers really give them some issues in that division this year. I think I'm going to go under as well.
Even the Raiders, dude, they always play really well when they play against
They
the
do.
Chiefs.
Raiders against the Chiefs, they always play so much better than what
Yeah.
their caliber team is.
I'm gonna go under as well, but a very, very hesitant under.
Yeah, they can still win like 15 games. It's
Right.
disgusting. All right, the Giants 5.5. I'm going under.
Under.
I'm going under as well.
I'm going to take the over.
I'm also
Okay,
taking
six.
the over.
Like it.
I like it. That's what they do in the draft. This is a good draft for them.
Their division
it
is
is.
disgusting. So that's also true. I mean, who's their quarterback on their roster right now? Help
Russell
me.
Wilson,
Russell Wilson and Jameis.
Jameis.
Jameis
Yuck.
Winston.
Poop.
Yeah.
All right.
Russell's
Moving
not
over,
bad.
I guess.
Russell's
That's fine.
solid.
They got
Sorry.
Malik Neighbors.
That's true. That's true. They do have players on their team.
Tyrone Tracy.
Their defense is nice. I won't lie. It's just what
Defense is
Russell
good.
Wilson are we getting? I don't know.
Yeah.
Houston Texans 9.5. I'm going under here.
This
I'm
is the
going
close
9.
one.
This division stinks. I'm going. I think they still win it at 9 though.
I'm going to go over.
I'm also going over. I think they're 10.
I think they took a step back last year, and people weren't expecting that. And I think they're going to get double-digit wins this year. 'Cause
Christian
they
Kirk?
got 9 last year, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go,
I got 'em
I'm
at-
gonna
Yeah.
Forget a step back from last year too. Is still win a playoff game for a second year as well. So even
Yeah.
a down year was a kind of encouraging one at the end. I'm gonna take the over here. I'm gonna call my shot and say that offensive line might be a big issue, but that defense, like I said with the Patriots, that secondary could be really good. And CJ Gardner Johnson and that front seven, they're gonna be a problem.
I don't know. I'm gonna take the under here. I saw. I think it was only like 2 Texans games, to be honest, all year last year. In both of them, the offensive line was performing horribly, and CJ was just out of his element. It looked like he was super shaky back there, and it only
Sophomore
got
slump
worse.
for sure.
So I'm gonna go under here, but just barely. I think like 8-9 wins there.
Yeah, I think they signed that Cam Robinson guy that you guys signed
Yeah,
for the Vikings.
yeah.
But obviously, that's not just a replacement for Tunzel, but it's serviceable, I guess.
Yeah.
And Derek Stingley and Nico Collins to the moon. So I'm taking the over.
And they just signed Petrie, I think, to like a pretty big
Extension, yeah,
too.
yeah.
So.
You mean well-known quarterback Derek Stingley or cornerback Derek Stingley
Cornerback.
Jr.?
There we go. Moving over to the Saints, 6.5. I'm going under. I'm surprised it's this high.
Yeah.
Under.
I'm on the bank
That-
on that.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting. That's
That
really
is
high.
terrible. And
The report
Derek
came
Carr.
out yesterday. Carr
Yeah.
might miss the entire season with a
Yeah.
shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If that's the
I
case,
forgot
they're
about
getting
that.
the first overall pick.
Yeah,
Yep.
Easy. They might win two
I think-
games.
I think they tank for Arch.
that would be
I'm
cool
not-
too.
That would be a
They gotta,
cool-
they gotta do
cool
something,
event.
dude. They can't just keep throwing out that shit ass team.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Saints trade up to the second overall pick for the Browns and take Shadur Sanders.
No shot.
Not
No
real,
shot.
but that's yes.
Yeah.
Not real.
I was like, what?
Fake
What are you?
news.
What? Okay, all right. The Falcons 7.5. Interesting. I'm gonna go over. I got them at 8.
Whoa.
I'll take
I'm gonna
8.
take a weird over.
Yeah, I got 8.
That's
Penix.
low.
Yeah, that's. Why is this rookie quarterback getting shit on? All right, Michael Penix is nice. 7 lefty. Give me the over.
Yeah, I'll go over for 8 wins.
Over.
All right, moving over to that team from Denver. 9.5. I'm going over 11.
Under.
Going over as well. think
I
should
got them over 10 or 11, probably closer to 10, but
Under.
certified hater.
Zero wins. Now I like
Forfeit
their
the season.
additions, dude. I like their additions to their defense. Evan Ingram, we talked about that last week, is going to be so
my
nice for
God.
Bo.
don't
I
get-
just
I know.
Dude,
I know.
your birthday, I'm
I
giving
know.
you a Bo Nix Oregon jersey.
I
You're
will
welcome.
Burn it.
No. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars 7.5.
That was kind of
Under. I do not believe in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
I don't think
7
he's-
under.
Can you
I don't
repeat
think
the
he's gonna
line
do
for me?
anything.
Yes, sir. Jaguars 7.5. I'm going under.
Really?
Yeah,
I'd take
I'm,
the over.
I kind of want to go the over here.
Yeah.
I'm not a big T-Law guy. Won't lie.
I think Trevor takes a step forward. Last year was a really bad year for
How many
him.
times are we gonna say that, dude? It's like the 5th year that he's been in the league. How many more step forwards can he have?
I don't know, but he took a big step back
Yeah.
last year. He played terrible.
Yeah,
and he
he
got
played
hurt last year.
He
Right.
did get rocked. So BTJ to the
I
moon, I
think-
guess.
I think I'm going over. I think I got him at 8.
That division is very strong with Tennessee and in Indy. I just
Until Cam Ward comes, dude.
no. I'm going.
Watch
over.
out. Watch out. All right, moving over to the Cardinals at 8.5. Under.
Under.
8.
Yeah, under.
Under
I
8.
just don't know what the Cardinals are doing, man. They're not.
I don't
like,
think they know
getting
what they're
better.
doing, dude.
They're just staying stagnant and not good.
They're literally praying that Kyler Murray turns into an MVP candidate, I think. And that's like
They've
all
been
they
waiting
got.
for that for a while, dude.
Exactly.
And they finally got him a wide receiver.
They've been running in place because it is every other year where they get healthy. They're in first in division, and the final 5 games they finish 1-4, or even 0-5, whatever it may be. And it feels like I was coming this year an even bigger Kyler guy than I am now, because you have to lower the expectations when, and you finally get into the front seat of the NFC West, and then he kind of lets off the gas and plays his worst football. So 8.5 is a very good line. It's like the Texans, where it's right on the border of where I have them at. I'm gonna take the over.
Love it.
9 wins.
Day 1 to the moon, baby. James Conner came back. I mean, I still got under, but like they could easily win 9 games. But their chance to win the division was last year, and they did not do that. So
Yeah.
I don't know why this is so high, but the Bears at 8.5. I'm going under. So I don't think we need
Under.
to talk about
Under.
this one much, but
They're just their schedule is so
It's
hard,
so
and like
tough.
they're gonna be a competitive team, which is so weird to say that like now the Bears are actually gonna be like a competitive team just because of what they've done, but just because that they play the AFC North and the NFC North,
And
their
the
schedule's
NFC
just too
East.
hard. Yeah,
That's
the
one of the
schedule's just
hardest.
too hard.
That's one of the
Yeah,
hardest fourth place schedules I've seen.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
thanks for the 49ers for getting 4th place last year, so we have to play them too. That freaking stinks. But yeah, I'm out. I mean, I'm excited for the season, but it's like looking at the schedule, man. I can't. What am I supposed to do with that?
I mean, but that's almost a good thing because like you have low expectations, so if you play really well, it's a great season. But if you finish with like 6 wins, you're gonna be like, that's fine. That was kind of expected. Tough schedule.
Are there
Yeah,
low
I mean,
expectations
I was
though
about to say
right now?
maybe here we have low expectations,
Yeah.
but the sports media world is like
I don't care about the media. They
I
literally
know.
cockeyed the hell out of Caleb Williams. It's actually insane.
That's what
Yeah,
we're
I
saying
mean,
though, is that
that's
the
yeah.
I'm saying for
national.
Brennan. I'm saying for Brennan personally, I would go into the season with like a,
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm expecting like 6-7 wins. If we do better, that's great. If we're there, it's like okay, that was kind of expected.
Just need to beat the Packers once. That's all I ask. That's all I
Why
ask.
can't we get some beat the Vikings? How about the
Well,
fuck?
I already have a bet with Alex, so it's already in. So wow.
I got
Maybe
it.
we'll have to go
Just
to
know.
maybe we'll go to the game again and we'll see what happens.
Just know I have it prepared already.
Alrighty. Okay, moving over to the Raiders at 6.5. Gino gets it done. I think over at 7.
I take 7 as well. Over. Yeah, that's a
I'm going under. I'm going under. That division is so hard.
I'm gonna go under
I'm
at
taking
six.
the
get
under
7
also.
Still get 4th with 7 wins, dude. That'd be insane.
Yeah, I could
That'd
see
be
that
insane.
happening.
They're in the same boat as the Bears. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
division is disgusting. I hate it.
Brock Bowers can't win them 7 games by himself.
Oh,
Genty?
Yeah, I was about to say until they take Genty, that'd be sweet.
Nah, they're taking
seems
Shadur
like-
at 6.
Genty reminds me of Marshawn Lynch. I think since they hired Pete Carroll, has mindset who they're taking in the draft.
That's sounds good to me. Sounds good
That's
to
actually
me.
that makes so much sense. Actually, now that you say that,
I heard
I
you
still got
got
him taking Shadur
Tyler
Sanders.
Warren. Another tight end.
that'd be-
the double tight end set.
Oh, they got a triple tight end set.
Yeah,
with,
triple with
Michael Mayer.
Myers. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, fucking
Weird.
Michael Mayer or whatever.
Yeah, Mayer.
Jacoby Myers, guys, come on! What an offense!
He's actually a dog too. Damn
He
that.
is.
Oh damn.
Let's see.
They do need a running back, so.
Yes,
JT.
they do. Yes, they do. Everyone. Yes,
Samir
they,
White, come on.
You got Amir
No.
Abdul.
he stinks.
What'd you say, John?
You got Amir Abdul.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
What about
Oh,
that
that's right.
Sinclair guy, or whatever that that?
Sincere McCormick.
Yeah, that guy went freaking
Well, they
nuclear
signed
at that.
Raheem Mostert, who has RB2. Is
Oh, I forgot. No, no, they're not going to draft Genty. Darn it,
Dang.
No!
Mostert's
forget
31.
about
I think they still go running back.
dude. What about 2 years ago when he had like 20 touchdowns? So
Brennan
good.
just wants him to take Genty, so the Bears aren't tempted at 10 to take Genty.
I'm not on the train of Genty at 10.
Brennan,
so
you think there's a possibility to take Marion Hampton at 10?
I would cry, but after 2 days of straight crying, I would watch his highlights and be like, I've already dabbled with his highlights. He looks really good, but the name is just like, I've seen so many mocks where he's in the 20s.
Yeah. It
Could I
reminds
see
me
it?
of Jameer Gibbs, where he could rise
He's
a lot.
he's so good, but it's just like we need line so bad. So that's what I want personally. And we could just get there's like 14 running backs that we can get in the second round because we have 2 second-round picks, like damn near back to back. So we could get Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. It would be kind of funny from Iowa in the second round. But Hampton, if we do pick him, I'll be upset at the time, but after it marinates, I'll be all right, I guess. But moving over to the 49ers, 10.5. I'm going under at 9.
God.
It's
Under.
so
Like,
high.
That's high.
That is
That's really high.
Holy crap. I'm going
I was kind
under.
of looking at these and I saw that one. I was like, golly, 10.5.
I know they weren't healthy, but they won 6 games last year.
Well, how many people did they just lost?
They
So many
lost,
people.
yeah.
No, like
yeah.
what
Debo,
did they really
Saleh.
get?
They drafted well last year.
They did.
I
They're adding
guess,
some stuff
but,
in
like,
too. They're not losing.
well, they're gonna draft. You would assume they draft Trent Williams' replacement here at 11. So I mean, they're probably not gonna go unless they go like Ted McMillan. That'd be kind of nice just for fun at 11. But I still got them under.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
8 wins.
But all right, Tennessee 5.5. This is my hot take of the offseason. I'm going over 6. Cam Ward to the moon. Here we go. That division
under.
stinks.
I think I'm going over.
I went under with the Jags, so I'm gonna go over with the Titans.
Okay.
I like the over here. I like 6 wins.
Opposite of Mason here. I went over for the Jags, so I'm going to go under for the Titans.
Cool. All right, your boy Alex. Carolina Panthers 6.5.
Give me the over. I'll take 7, 8. Give me the over on Carolina.
I'm gonna go under. Until they do something in the draft to give them like an actual weapon that's not like that would be sick. That'd be sick. I'm still gonna go under. But who would they just bring in? Is it Rico Dowdle as the second back? So I mean,
Ooh, that's a
I don't know
really
why
nice
they did.
back row.
That's a good
It is.
signing.
So nice.
It is, but I don't know why because Chuba was so good. But whatever.
It's the
And then,
Timu
1-2.
version of Jameer
1-2.
Gibbs and David Montgomery.
and well, they
1-2.
just
Gonna
had
be
that
stuck.
other running back too that blew out his knee. I
Yeah,
can't think of his
Jonathan
Yeah,
name.
Brooks.
Yeah.
So they have
Yeah,
a
Brooks.
Jonathan Brooks.
yeah.
Jonathan Brooks. There it is. But maybe that's why. So I still got him under. I got him at 6,
I think I'm going under. I think what was it, 7.5
6.5,
or 6.5? Fuck.
6.
I
That's a
think,
good mark.
fuck it, I'm going over. I think they win. I think they can win 7.
go.
They can win 7.
Good old line, good run game. Bryce.
Yep.
They can win 7.
Yep.
Bryce just can't see over the line, dude. It sucks.
Dude, if we get the same Bryce as the second half of the season, they'll win 7. If not, they
True.
might win like 3.
That is also true. All right, here we go. Cheeseheads. Packers 9.5.
Over.
Let you two go first.
10.
Yeah, 10. I think I have him at 11, but even if it was 10, I got him over 9.5.
John, what do you think?
I've got them winning 9 games, but I've got them winning less. I got the Lions winning less. I got the Vikings winning less games.
Whoa, spoilers.
My fault. Then last
No,
year,
you're good.
Then
No,
last year.
Oh, gotcha.
I would have the line at 9.5 as well, and it can go either way. And I
You
really
can give us 10.
I have to see what they do in the draft at corner.
James
and,
Pierce.
That doesn't move, bud.
You know
That
what?
doesn't move.
You know what?
Maybe.
I'm gonna switch something up in my notes. I'm gonna take the over for the Packers. I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
Right at 10. Alex, what do you think?
I do think I'm also going to take the over. I think at 10 here. I think they stick right around 10, possibly 11 if they can squeeze out a win versus us or Detroit. So I think I'm comfortable with having them over at like 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna go under 9. Just they're gonna draft a defensive guy that's gonna suck in the first round, and then that's just gonna be what it is. So I got him at 9. So, Mason
Nice.
left.
That's fine. He's having some
He said,
technical
yeah.
difficulties.
All right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sounds good. All right, Dolphins 8.5.
Under.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go under,
under.
as well at 8.
I'm hitting
That's
the
high.
under for sure.
Comfortable under for me.
Especially if they trade Tyreek.
Yeah.
Shit
Yes.
dropped off a cliff.
I mean, they might as well try and get something for him now and almost start a rebuild. But,
Trade Tua as well while you're at it.
dude, fuck. Yeah, do something. I don't know.
All right, interesting one here. Alex's boy, the Colts, 7.5.
Under.
7. They just are a 7-win team every year. So I think 7 is
Yeah, I think
they're gonna win. So I got under.
they have some really good players on defense, but I just don't think it's enough. I think I'm going to go under for 7 also.
I think this is Shane Steichen's last year coaching. I don't think things have come together. They have been around the border of 500. I think this year they take a step back and they're going to be under.
Yeah, agree.
If they bench AR and put Danny Dimes in there, I might want to hit the over. But,
It might be 8. Might be 8.
The QB battle.
but yeah, if AR's your starting quarterback week 1, I'm going under for sure.
That's fair. He should, right? He should win that quarterback battle against Danny.
He
right?
spent the year in Minnesota with the quarterback whisperer. I don't know.
All right. Dude, if you lose to Danny Dimes at your own team, dude,
Won't happen.
that's disgusting. All right, the Cowboys 7.5. I got them as an over. 8.
Making the under.
Okay, like that. I like that.
I'm going under
not
as
gonna
well
lie.
here.
I like their
also
backup,
think-
that Joe Milton guy that they just traded for, in case Dak gets hurt. I think he slings the ball everywhere. So I think I got over. 8 is fine.
I think I'm going under. I think I got him at 7.
They won 7 last year. I think I can give them the over, just barely, but I do have them going over.
I want to say one thing. I think losing Mike McCarthy is going to be a big thing for them because he was a great floor raiser in the regular season. And
Yeah.
I know that we looked at him like Doc Rivers in the NBA where he has a lot of gas, a lot of collapses the last couple of years that you can't overlook.
Yes.
But one thing with Mike McCarthy is that he got the most of the offense every single season. And if it's the same thing as the Steelers last year at Pickens, if CD misses any amount of time, Jake Ferguson or Jalen Tolbert's your best weapon. And
Right.
they can't run the
Yeah.
football. Zach Martin is retired. You lose to Marcus Lawrence. It feels like such a top-heavy team that Dak has to be a superhero for them to win games. And coming off injury without Mike McCarthy, I don't know if it's going to be a new offense necessarily, but they're going to try to add more of Schottenheimer's principles to it. And I think it's going to be a transition year for them.
Where did DeMarcus Lawrence go?
Seahawks.
Yes, that's right. There it is.
All right,
Interesting.
Alex. Don't know why they're disrespecting you. 8.5. I got the over
For the Vikings,
for the Vikings. It is 8.5.
that is insane.
Insane.
Yeah, I'm going over.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I'm putting the house. I need to go to Pato.
What sports book is this at?
Yeah, I need to go to Potawatomi because
DraftKings right now, man.
if it's
Just-
8.5, I'm gonna go put the house on.
Rookie,
Rails.
rookie,
Yeah,
technically
dude, the rookie QB
dude.
is-
I don't give a damn.
Hey, I'm not saying I agree.
That's
I'm just maybe that's why.
insanity.
And you guys, and it's the same schedule. I mean,
Yeah,
Their
8.5.
line being 2 wins lower than the 49ers is insane to me.
that's crazy.
yeah.
Give me the under. I got him at like 6. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's the over. It's the over. I could even with JJ, I can see him winning 10 still.
Oh, clearly.
I think 9 is the floor. No,
Right,
like
right.
that's got to be like the lowest
Like a
you would
losing
think.
season is detrimental. Like there's no way that can happen to the Vikings. If they
No,
have a
we are
losing
like
season, it's the
all in.
worst season.
Yeah, if we lose after this offseason, if we have a losing record, I don't know what I would do, man.
Sell the team.
I would cry for a couple
Dude was
months.
a 30-minute rant when the guys lost one game to the Rams. I couldn't do a losing season, dude.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was 30 minutes straight of just like shitting on the whole Vikings. It was great.
I
That
fucking
was
loved it.
post loss too. That was immediately after the
Yeah.
loss that
It was
Thursday
great.
night. So
It was so funny. Me and Mason were just sitting here like, man,
Bums.
is this guy gonna shut up? All
I,
right, here
I
we go.
couldn't do it. I had to get it out.
Yeah. All right. Philadelphia Eagles, 11.5. I'm easily going over here.
Over.
That's
Over.
high for how much they
That is
lost
high.
defensively. They have to have
That is true.
a good draft to replace a handful of starters off that defense.
Yeah.
And they could easily do it. That's what's making me go over. Howie's the man, so I got over.
He is the man.
He is. That's true.
I'm taking.
Offense is still insane. They still have Zach Bond, GOAT.
Yep. I have them winning 11 games, so in practice, with the Commanders taking a step forward, I think they could be a wild card, like the top wild card spot. So I'll have them at the under.
Okay.
At 11.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a slight over here. I think I have him at 12, but 11.5 is a really high line.
Perfect line.
It is.
I'm
It's a
going
good
under
line,
at
though.
11 as well.
Same number here. Oh, he is lagging so hard for me.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine though.
All right, here we go. Bills 11.5 over 12. Straight 12.
Over.
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 I'll take the under.
All right, love it, Mason.
Yeah, Mason's
Keep doing
going
the
over.
hand signals, love it. All right, Cincinnati Bengals, interesting, 9.5. I got them at 9.
Oh,
Under.
fuck. 9.5.
I'm going
Second
under
place,
as well.
second place in the AFC North.
Mason's going under as well.
I wouldn't
also
touch
am
this
going
one
under.
with a 9 foot.
I wouldn't either.
If they trade Hendrickson, under. But as of right now, I'm still going under. Yeah, under.
They need.
regardless.
They need a not. They don't need a great draft. They need to develop guys in their defense. There's a new DC coming in. I'll take the under.
They
That
do need a
defense
great
is
draft.
atrocious.
I think they need a great draft. Just
You know what? Give me the over.
Guy.
Give me the over. Give me 10 wins.
okay.
Wow.
Mace is in here. Okay, here we go.
He said under.
Okay, perfect. Anyone see him smiling on the screen, or is that just me?
He's frozen right now.
Frozen right now.
All right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks funny.
It's
All
over.
right, Detroit Lions, 10.5. I know they lost both their coordinators, but I'm still going over at 11.
That's where I also have to go over. I think they're probably at 11. Packers and Vikings are probably both at 10, and then the Bears are like 7.
I'll take 7. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over, but just barely, kind of like Brendan was saying.
I'm gonna take a slight over. That's
Cool.
it's a hard one.
Yeah,
Got
it's a
2
tough
more
line.
teams here. Baltimore Ravens, John, 11.5.
Oof. I've got them winning 11 games.
So by
I'm
practice,
gonna take. I took the under for the Steelers and the Bengals, so I'm gonna take the over for the Ravens
makes
because
sense.
their offensive line this year is pretty established for the most part. You have, I think DeAndre Hopkins coming in as a third wide receiver is kind of an interesting piece of that kind of all season they had, and the defense is going to come in great. So I think they had a slow start last year. They started 0-2, and I think this year they'll get off to a better start and they'll get the over.
I think I'm going to take the over as well. I think I got them at 12.
Nice. I agree. I'm gonna take the over here, and so is Mason. Mason's also taking the over on the Ravens.
Cool. I'm gonna be the guy that goes under on him. 11. I don't think that's a bad season. I just think 11 wins is where they're gonna be at.
I mean, honestly, you just do that. They just have to win a fucking playoff game. They have to get it together. You get 11 wins, they're going to make to the playoffs. They should know that they're going to make it most likely. It's just, can they win?
It's just unfortunate Lamar's allergic to a deep platform.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last team here we have the Washington Commanders at 9.5. My hot take of the offseason, I think we talked about this at the Dells. It's under for me. I got him at 9, straight
No
9.
shot.
Why is
I
that?
got him at 9. Got him at
Hammering
9.
me over.
Philly wins at 11. They're second with 9 and second with 9, and then Dallas with 8 or 7 or whatever it was, third.
I'm smashing the over. So is Mason. Mason is screaming over right now. So.
All caps in the chat. Dude, 9 and I can't remember what I said in the Dells. I was also hammered, but
Yeah. I'm sure I said
What?
over, but
No,
I
I think Connor, you and I were the unders, but I could be
I
wrong.
feel like, because I think I set the line. I think I set the line at 9.5, and I think I said under. I think I said 9 wins also. So by that, I have to go under.
I'm surprised.
It's going to be so close. It's 9 or 10 wins to me, and they could easily get 10. But I can't put them. I don't know. I have to go 9. I have to go under.
I don't see a
85 to the
sophomore
moon.
slump coming for Jaden Daniels the way it did for C.J. Stroud.
Nope.
Now,
I don't
granted,
either.
his best offensive lineman, Larry Tunsil, was the Texans' best offensive lineman last year, but their offensive line is something to invest a lot into. Biedish, Cosme, Tunsil, Allegretti. I think the offensive line's good enough. Debo Samuel is a 2. Even if he struggles, you still have a few
Terry.
different role players in there. They have Noah Brown. They have Luke McCaffrey. I think one of those guys or Zach Ertz would step up if Debo Samuel is somewhat. I know he's not the same player. I don't think he's washed either. I think he's just taken a step back from his peak seasons. And the Commanders don't need him to be great. I just believe that their defense will be good and their offense will be elite. So I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, I think you get Luke McCaffrey to develop a little bit more, become a little bit more reliable, which I think is totally doable. He showed flashes last year, so I definitely think if being mentored by Terry and Debo and that wide receiver room a little bit, he can take a slight step forward and be the wide receiver 3 that they would need if Debo had like a stinker of a game or something.
Yep. So those were the win totals for us. I'm excited for the NFL season, boys. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Alex, do you have an NFL game for us?
I do have an NFL game. This is going to be a blind ranking. I have 6 players here, specifically a second-round quarterback blind ranking.
That's awesome.
So I got 6 quarterbacks who were taken in the second round. So I'm not going to give any more. I feel like I'm going to give it away if I keep talking about it. So let's just jump right into it. First name is going to be Derek Carr. 1 through 6.
See, I don't know who went in the second round,
I
so
don't
that's
know
tough.
either.
Gino, Garoppolo.
I'm sorry, Alex. Drew Brees is one of the options.
This is all time. It's not current.
Yeah, no, this is all time.
All
I
time.
thought this was current. So yeah, Drew Brees is the best one I would say off the top of my head.
Yeah, I cheated a little bit
Derek
because I was trying to help
Carr.
Alex with some stuff, but it's on him honestly. Derek Carr, I'm gonna go 5. That's my number that I'm throwing out.
I was
4 or
thinking-
5.
I would go
I was
a little
thinking
higher.
4.
I would go
I was
3.
thinking 4.
4.
I like 4.
Okay, we'll do 4.
So we're going 4. All right. So Derek Carr. Sorry, let me get to him here. We got Derek Carr going at number 4. The next person, fuck it, we already all said it. I'm gonna go Drew Brees.
1.
Gotta be 1, right?
1.
1 or 2.
No,
I don't know other second round quarterbacks. I'm not gonna lie. This is not
There
my
can't be
expertise.
one better than Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is
Okay.
like a top
Number 1.
7 quarterback of all time in my eyes.
Exactly.
I got to go 1 here.
Okay.
All right.
Unless you guys want
Um,
to know of any other second round quarterbacks that are elite.
Cap-
Well, we did some quarterback talk last week, and I couldn't think of anyone. So 1.
All
Sorry.
right. So we got Drew Brees 1, Derek Carr 4. We're gonna go with Jimmy Garoppolo.
5.
I think
His
5 is
looks-
really solid.
Yeah, he looks good, but he just doesn't play good.
But if you put him at 6, I think you could talk yourself into that. Like the
I was
names that we
low-key
have after him,
thinking
you can
6.
lowball Jimmy and disrespect him a little bit. I'd have him at 5. I don't mind 6.
Are we talking like 49ers Jimmy or like Raiders Jimmy or like
Everything.
Rams Jimmy. Okay, everything.
Jimmy
Then
Garoppolo.
six is fine. 6 is fine. I'll vote it.
I
like
kind of
it.
like 6 to be honest.
6 is
I
cool.
don't.
5 or
We
6. I'm
might
not
get
really
like
high on
one
5,
real. We
but-
might get like an absolute shitter though.
I'm
So
gonna
I'd be
go
okay with 5. But
So yeah, let's do 6. 6 is cool.
all right, we'll go 6.
All right. Next up, you got Jalen Hurts.
2.
Oh fuck
2 or
yeah!
3.
I forgot he's a. I
That's a
forgot
Two or
he's a.
3. 2 or 3. Because I think Kittenman. No, he was first round.
I would have
Jalen
Hurts
Hurts.
too.
He just
2?
won the Super
Okay.
Bowl, so I
2 is
mean, I
fine.
feel like
Yeah,
two is
gotta be
first.
2.
Super Bowl MVP, so you really
Yeah.
can't go wrong with him number 2.
Let's go. All right, Mace is back. Let's go.
There you go. All right. So you have 1, 4, 6, and 2. So you have 3 and 5 left.
Here we go.
Geno Smith.
Okay.
3.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be
Quick
3.
three.
And what do we
I
have
don't know.
left? 6.
I don't know.
5.
5.
I feel like the last name
Okay,
might
with
be
5.
going
5
down.
and 3.
I think the last guy should be 3, and Gino should be 5, in my opinion. Gino has like he's had a good last like 3 years or 4 years, whatever it is, but he's been in the league for 10 or whatever it is. So I mean,
I will say you guys have
whole
Derek
career
Carr at 4.
that's fair. I mean, hindsight, yes,
Consistent,
correct, but
Gino, like over his career, like Brendan was just saying, like Derek Carr's like always been like decent, where Gino was like, and then he sprouted. So I would be
shout out
fine
the
with
Jets.
that.
Shout out the Jets.
I mean, we put him at 5. We gotta hope for somebody. I don't know.
I mean, these are all backup quarterbacks, so I mean, 3 is like right in the middle. Like I feel like we're just gonna get an average quarterback at 3. I'm good with that.
All
We
right,
always
so
leave the last guy for the best position, so 5 is good for me.
Geno at 5.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
That's
put
what we're,
Gino at
what we're
5.
going with.
Derek Carr's
All right.
career has been a little bit better.
All right. So we're going to go down the list here. You guys still have 3 open. So at 6, you had Jimmy Garoppolo. 5, Geno Smith. 4, Derek Carr. 3, you guys have Brett Favre.
Fire.
2,
W.
Jalen Hurts. 1, Drew Brees.
Okay, so
That's-
the only thing
that's
I would have
fine.
switched is Hurts and Favre.
Yeah.
That's on me, boys, because I could far.
It's all good.
I wouldn't have even thought about that. I thought there was no way Jalen Hurts was not going to be the solidified 2 there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm still happy with it. I think Hurts, definitely could be up there. If he wins another Super Bowl, Favre's only got 1, so
Yeah, for sure.
his
a
point
solid
break
list.
age well.
Alrighty. So that was the NBA or NFL portion of the podcast. Switching over to the NBA, we're just going to talk about the Eastern Conference kind of matchups and preview all of that because the West isn't, solidified yet. And then we're going to do a top 10 list and finish with my game if we got time. So let's just start with the play-ins, boys. We got the 7-8 and 9-10. We're starting out with the 7-8. We got Orlando versus Atlanta. Break it down. What do you guys liking? Who do you guys think wins?
Give me Orlando in that first matchup just for the home court advantage. I think they're finally starting to get some rhythm. Paolo's been playing out of his mind. He's finally healthy. I think him and Franz are starting to learn how to play together. So I think they're going to take that game in a high-scoring game because the Hawks, they're always putting up over like 115 points. So the Magic are going to have to score that game. I think Paolo gets it done.
If Paolo and Franz are playing together, both good at the same time, we could finally get them to play together. I think the Magic take this as well. I think the Magic get this done.
Magic are looking pretty solid right now. They've won 5 straight games, like you highlighted. They have won 8 of their last 10, and they've had some nice wins. They beat the Celtics, and they're starting, or basically benching all of their starters. They had a win against the Hawks. They recently also beat the Pacers yesterday. So their offense looks a little bit better, and I do believe in this matchup without Jalen Johnson that the Hawks can't physically match up with Paolo and Franz.
Yeah, 100%. I like what Mason said. Franz and Paolo are finally starting to play well together. That was a huge, huge question mark throughout the season. I think now, it's a little too late, but I do like the Magic in this matchup. Like John was saying too, Paolo's size I think is going to be a huge difference maker in this game.
Yeah, I also have the Magic, and my cats are fighting, so I'm going to go take care of that.
All right.
Cats.
Moving over to the 9-10 matchup, we got the Bulls hosting the Heat. What do you guys think?
Give me the Bulls, man. I know Brennan's a big Josh Giddey guy, and he's been averaging a triple-double in April. I think the Bulls weird lineup. Vucevic, Buzelis, Kevin Herter, Kobe White, Josh Giddey. They're getting it done. I don't know how they're doing it, but they've won like 7 or 8 of their last 10 too. So give me the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bulls as well. Kobe White, Josh Giddey, Mataz, the trio of the future for me. I think that future is going to be discussing in the East, especially because a lot of the Eastern Conference teams are really old and they all are very young. Um, Bulls are looking like they won the trade, and I'm going to take the Bulls.
This is a very interesting matchup because both teams, have, especially the Bulls, have been a very high vibes young team as of late. Very exciting, fun young team to watch. And honestly, I think these two teams are here just because they've tried this year. I mean, everyone in the NBA is racing to the bottom of the standings, and then you have teams like the Kings, the Bulls, and the Heat who have not necessarily done that.
Right.
With
No
Eric
tanky for them.
Spoelstra, with Eric Spoelstra and the Heat's front court, Khalil Ware has been awesome this year as a drop defender. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. I believe Tyler Hero is the best player in this game. And you got Andrew Wiggins in a single game elimination. I'm gonna take the Miami Heat here.
Okay.
I like that
Okay.
a lot.
I like that. I'm also gonna go with Miami here. John really hit the nail on the head there. I think Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, like he was saying, Tyler Hero is going to be the best player in this game. Bam Adebayo is just going to dominate the
Him and Bam are
floor.
one too.
100%. So I just you got to go with the players. So I'm going Miami.
Connor, you're the deciding factor. Hopefully you're back.
I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
cool. Who are you thinking, Bulls or Heat?
Give me the guy from Wisconsin, the man himself, Tyler Hero, in the Heat to win this game.
Oh,
Let's go, baby.
dang it. Okay. All right, so the 7th seed belongs to the Magic, and that would then mean the Hawks would play the Heat. And with this matchup, I got the Heat. If they beat the fire-hot Bulls in Chicago, I think that Miami just keeps going and beats the Hawks.
I would
Agreed.
agree with that
100%.
Absolutely, because the Hawks, I mean, their defense has improved with Dyson Daniels, but Tyler
Very
Hero,
much.
I'm a big Tyler Hero fan, and I think if he gets one good
Obviously.
game under his belt against Chicago, that momentum with Eric Spoelstra too, experience, I think they would definitely beat the Hawks in that matchup.
Don, what do you think?
This is a very interesting one because it'd be really convenient if the NBA allowed us to easily see play-in stats. From what I've seen, Trae
They don't
Young,
exist, man.
Trae Young in the play-in tournament is the best player in play-in history. From what I've
That's
seen in my
fact.
own two eyes.
That's facts.
And I believe that in this game he could potentially go crazy, and that definitely makes an interesting matchup to watch. I'm gonna go with the Hawks. I'm taking Atlanta here.
All right.
Wow.
I still think you got outvoted, so I'm sorry. So then that would mean the Heat are the 8th seed playing the Cavaliers. Let's break that one down first. So the Heat and the Cavs, 4-0 sweep. Cavs, I don't think we need to talk about it much. I think the Cavs are the second best team in the East, but they are still a disgusting team. Evan Mobley, Garland, Spida, and especially with Ty Jerome. That guy is a beast too. So I got Cavs pretty easily.
I'd give Miami like game 3 or game
Yeah,
4, like
I was
just
just gonna
off of
say.
a
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a complete explosion from, maybe Bam has like a 30 piece and he hits 4 threes again like he did a couple nights ago. But yeah, Cleveland's defense is just unfair. And Miami doesn't have enough weapons outside of Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins. I just don't think their offense would be able to get more than a game.
I think that he will put together a valiant effort. I don't think they'll get embarrassed, but even with how much respect to have for Miami, I'm gonna go with the Cavs sweeping them because they're a well-rested team and they just have a lot of different wings and bodies they can throw on Tyler Hero and Bam. So I think they're gonna really give Miami some problems.
I got the Cavs going 4-1.
4-1. Gentlemen sweep. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, and then that would mean the 7 and the 2, the Boston Celtics hosting the Magic, and kind of one of these things again. Gentlemen sweep for Boston. I think they are the best team in the East. Derek White is the man. I would do crazy things to have him on the Bucks, and I just think they are ready and gonna go crazy in the playoffs again. So I got the Boston 4-1. I'll give Magic 1 4-1.
Paulo's gonna have a blow-up game, and I think he'll win one.
Yep.
Agreed. I'm also going 4-1 Celtics.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
That's an easy matchup. I like John said, Paulo's going to have his game in Orlando, but they can't match up with.
There's always one explosion game for all these guys, so
Exactly.
they're all NBA players. That's fair. All right, very exciting matchup that I'm probably gonna chime into a lot is the Knicks hosting the Pistons 3-6 matchup. Brunson, I think, should be back, or he's close to being back. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren. I think Ivy got cleared for some,
What?
Yeah, I thought I saw him that he got cleared. He's not. I don't think he's doing anything yet, but
Oh.
he needs like 2 to 3 more weeks. But he's
Wow.
cleared to start moving, I guess. But
Nah, he's not coming
Yep.
back.
For basketball activities, that's pretty awesome if he, theoretically, if they get past the first
Yes,
round.
exactly.
I have the Knicks win this in 6 games.
yeah, I still got the Knicks winning in 6,
Yeah.
but I just think this matchup is going to be insane.
I am going to go a different route here because I have been on the Pistons before the season even started.
This is
I
true.
think I'm going to take the
Facts.
Pistons in 7. They win Game 7.
Words
at
out of
the
my mouth.
Garden. Cade Cunningham establishes himself as one of the best point guards in the East. I don't know why my guts going Pistons. I think they
Malik Beasley shimmy on in
Yeah,
MSG.
I think they took the season series like 3-1 too.
Right.
So, obviously playoffs are a different beast and they've got more experience than the Pistons,
Yeah.
but I think this is just one of those gut feelings where I think they're going to somehow, that young team, they're going to do it.
I
Over or
got
under
the
Isaiah
Pistons.
Stewart scuffles 1.5.
Over.
1.5. I gotta go over.
At least 3. At least 3.
Over.
Scuffle kind of.
Punch OG right in the face, to be honest.
We just watched the Pistons play the Bucks last night, and one of the biggest things that I was looking at in specifically the Bucks versus the Pistons game was how they were gonna basically pick apart Brook Lopez and his inability to move quick enough to get back to the basket. Cade Cunningham on like the pick and rolls, and I genuinely think they can do that to Karl Anthony Towns too. He's not a prolific rim defender by any sense of the word. He's going to give you what he's going to give you on offense, which is great for a 5. But I really do think Cade Cunningham and whoever he decides to run that pick and roll action with, or even just the pick and pop actions with, I also am going to go Detroit in 7 here. I've seen too many Knicks games where they kind of fall apart versus teams that are kind of giving them a little bit of trouble. So I like the Pistons in 7.
I also have the Pistons in 7.
Okay.
It feels right. The Pistons just it feels like a win here for some reason.
I could also see
Bad
the
boy
Pistons
Pistons.
losing 4 games and winning 1 too. I don't think
Yeah.
Right.
there's going to
The
be
Knicks
no in
look
between.
really
I think
good.
they're going to take them or they're just going to get absolutely fucked.
Alrighty, and then moving over to the 4-5 matchup. The matchup that I needed more than air is the Pacers hosting the Bucks. John, we'll let you start with this one because I think we're going to talk a little bit about this one.
I'm going to go with Indiana.
All right, thank you guys for chiming in to
All right.
the Cheesehead The Bear podcast.
It's great having you on, John. Sick.
Can you guess?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, John.
This is going to be Giannis versus all of Indiana. I know KPJ is playing well. Kuzma's shooting 41% from the field. And the Bucks just don't have the youth or the athleticism around Giannis or even the shot creation. We'll see what happens if Dame is somehow able to come back. I don't expect it. It doesn't seem like it. I heard a report. Can't really confirm that. I just believe that Indiana is the most overlooked team in the NBA because they have such a cohesive machine. Halliburton's playing so well. So I do believe that's going to be Giannis carrying them there, and he's just not going to have nearly enough support against a good team.
Would you have it in Pacers in what?
7.
7? Okay.
I'm seconding
Nate?
that as well. I'm also taking the Pacers in 7. I was
Who
looking
the
at.
fuck is this guy?
Hey, Hallie's his guy. All right,
Yeah, he
Hallie
is.
is his guy.
I'm
All of a
just
sudden,
curious here.
watch him wear that shirt next podcast
It's fine.
too.
I'm cheering hard as hell for the Bucks, and I pray to God they absolutely kill the Pacers in this rematch. But the Pacers have been a top 5 team after the All-Star break. They have won 30-plus games after the All-Star break, and I think only like the Cavs and the Thunder and maybe the Celtics are the only other teams that have done that. The Pacers have been unreal, and they, like John was saying, no one's talking about them. Their 4-man lineup with, I think it's like Toppin, Halliburton, Turner, and some other player is one of the highest rated lineups in all of basketball. So I think Giannis is going to get him to 7. He's going to be averaging, 35, 12, and 8. But I think just the
on
pieces around him.
60% shooting.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to make it a series, but he's been doing it the last
Yeah.
6 or 7 games, dude. He's averaging like 32, 12, and 18 on like 60% shooting or whatever it is.
It's not going to be enough. The Pacers are too deep as a team. Matherin, T.J. McConnell, Obi Toppin, Ben
Nembhard,
Shepherd.
McConnell,
Yes,
yeah.
they're just too deep. I unfortunately have the Pacers in 7.
I got two
I got
words for you.
Bucks and 6, baby.
Derry Bird, give me
Derry
the Bucks and 6.
Derry Bird.
Love that.
You know, I don't really care if I'm wrong here, but I'm gonna still go Bucks and 6 here. I don't really care. KPJ has been actually playing out of his mind since he's getting burned. I don't know what took so long. I like Ryan Rollins starting now. I think it's good for the second unit, and getting Bobby P back, dude. It's insane.
Dude,
He
fucking
just didn't
electric.
have another big to throw out there, and I hate Brooke Lopez. So
Oh my God, with my heart.
All right, I'll see. Peace.
that's fine.
With
I
my
have
heart.
I have to watch him all the time. So he stinks.
I'm not a
But
big Lopez.
you know,
I'm not
I
taking
like.
Lopez's respect.
No, that's fine. It's fine. Maybe like in
That's
Brooklyn,
45
but
years old.
he is 45.
Yes.
He looks like it too.
Yeah.
So KPJ coming off the bench, Brooke coming off the bench. Maybe we get Jericho Sims back for the playoffs. I think it'll be a very good, very fun series to watch. And call me Homer. I don't really care. I'm going Bucks and 6.
Yeah,
It should be a really good series no matter what.
100%. I know Bobby's getting kicked out of one of these games. I can feel it. I know it's going to happen.
We really
You're
can't
just
afford
now?
him. We really can't afford him to do that.
We couldn't
So,
afford it last year when it was like game 6 or something like that, and he got kicked out. Like, I don't remember if it was right away in the beginning or if it was more towards the end.
It was
I
right
cannot
away.
remember. Yeah,
It was
okay.
right away.
It was literally first quarter, got ejected.
And I think that's when Dame got hurt too that game. That
Yes, yeah, and that was like just okay, and end it now. Just call the game off. No, I. This is tough because everything Mason said is 100% factual, but in my heart, I'm going Bucks and 6. I can. My heart is taking over my brain here. I do not care. Give me Bucks and 6.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis took him to, or Dame and Chris Middleton took him to 6 last year. Give me the second best player in the world to take him to the promised land and get to the second round at least. After that, I don't really care. I just need to beat the Pacers, man. I need it for me.
Yeah.
Connor?
That's cool, Dad.
Yeah, Derry Bird, Bucks and 6.
All
That
right, I
guy,
love it.
he's carrying. He's averaging 30 this series.
All right. So that was a preview. Next podcast, we'll do the West. We just don't know what the matchups are going to be. And then to finish the podcast, we just got 2 things left. We're going to do the NBA top 10 players going into the playoffs, and then I got a game to finish us. So let's start with, unless you got a honorable mention or a 10, let's start with 10. Mason, if you want to start, we'll just go. We'll go with you.
Absolutely. Big on the Pistons. Big Pistons guy here. Cade Cunningham is coming in at number 10 on this list.
Let's go, baby.
Second that.
Same.
All right.
That's crazy. I didn't
Okay.
think anybody was going to have him on this list, so
I got
I had
mine.
him at 10. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. I love that.
Yeah,
I
so
believe
all-
that there are star players that their game's going to translate to the postseason. Last year, I felt that way about Shea when people weren't certain. My number 10 is someone that has a chip on his shoulder because he was hurt after a great game 2. He had a great start to the second round last year. He gets hurt. The years before, Jalen Brunson took his lunch money. I've got Donovan Mitchell, number 10.
Yep.
He's the best player,
Fire.
number 1 seed. I think he's got something to prove, and that's what gives the Cavaliers an edge competitively that I really like.
Cool. So my honorable mention was Cade. So my number 10 is Jalen Brunson. I think he is just a straight bucket, dude. I think he comes back from injury and just poops on the Pistons. So that's who my number 10 is. Number 9, Mason.
I've got Anthony Davis here.
Ooh, Anthony Davis.
Obviously,
So do I.
you can't deny who he is as a basketball player when he's healthy. He just put up a triple-double last night with 7
Almost a
blocks.
quadruple double. He was
Yeah,
3
that's
ways.
Almost.
a quadruple-double. So
It's insane.
when he is healthy, he can do it all. He is a great player. Obviously, the Mavericks are a play-in team, so they're not technically a playoff team yet, but we're going to include some play-in guys here just because, they're making
we
it.
are.
So
Yes, we
AD
are.
at number 9.
Nice. I have Donovan Mitchell here, Spider at
Okay.
9.
Love that.
So
I got Cade at number 9. I will say I don't think the Mavericks get past Minnesota or the 9 seed. That's the Canes right now. I think they beat the Canes, but it's really Minnesota. I don't think they're going to take. So I did leave Anthony Davis off the list.
That's fair. Totally agree with that, though.
Yeah.
Tough. That's tough. All right. My number 9 is Anthony Edwards. I got him at my 9 spot here because my number 8 has already been said, so I'll just go right into my 8. Is Anthony Davis. So I've been on the Anthony Davis train for a while, and I got to keep being the conductor. Go Anthony Davis. Nice. Connor, who's your 9?
My 8.
8. Okay.
Yes,
His
we're on
9
8.
is Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad. Who's your 8?
Okay. My 8 is Anthony Edwards.
Okay, perfect.
My 8 is also Anthony Edwards.
All right, perfect.
I've got Steph Curry in this spot.
Okay.
I'll explain my 7 in a little bit, but I've got Curry at 8.
Okay.
I have Jalen Brunson at 8.
Money. My number 7 is Steph Curry. So kind of the same thing.
That is also my number 7. That
All
speaks
right,
for
here we
himself.
go, boys.
He's really fucking good.
Yeah.
What were you
You
going to say,
go,
Mason? Okay. I have Jalen Brunson here at 7. So.
Okay, okay, perfect.
I have got Anthony Edwards at 7 over Steph Curry. I think
Steph
he's just
Curry.
been more consistent this year. Obviously, Curry's had his big flashy games, but then he also has games where he's 1 for 10. So I think overall, I picked Anthony Edwards to be the MVP before the season started. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but he has been playing high caliber basketball. He's on pace to be up there with Steph Curry for threes. So give me Anthony Edwards.
This is interesting. I've got Steph and Anthony Edwards back to back. I'm going to put... Am I going to do it? Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put... I can't. Number 7, to put Anthony Edwards. And number 6, Steph Curry.
Alrighty. So my number 6 is going to be the GOAT, LeBron James. Still 40 years old. Still a top 6 player in the world. I mean, in the playoffs as well. So I got LeBron James. Since Luka's got there, he's decided he wants to play defense now, and he is looking insane. So I got LeBron at 6.
I have Steph Curry here at 6. So.
Got LeBron.
I also have LeBron James at 6. Doing crazy work out there with that Luka guy.
That Luka guy.
My GOAT.
All right. Number 6, Mason?
LeBron James as well.
Okay. John?
I have Steph at 6.
Okay. Oh, yeah. My bad. You said
You're good.
that. And then this last 5 should all be kind of the same. Just depends on where you got them. My number 5 is Jason Tatum.
Got him too. Number 5.
Tatum at 5.
So do I.
I had
Okay.
LeBron here at 5.
Who was your 6?
Steph Curry.
Okay. All right. Number 4 for me is Luka Doncic. He hasn't played a lot this year, but once he does, he's very good. And now that I've seen him on the Lakers a lot, he does kind of go like this a lot. But recently, he's been going up. So I'm liking what I'm seeing with the Lakers and Luka. So I got him at 4.
I'll second that.
Agreed.
I have Shea at number 4.
So do I. I have Shea
God,
at number
I love
4.
that so much. I love
like
that
that.
you have Shea at 4. Thank you.
Alrighty. Number 3. Who you got, Mace?
Shea. I've got Shea at 3.
I got SGA as well.
I also have SGA here at 3.
I
Okay.
wanted to put him 4 so bad. God damn it.
This
Okay.
is where I have Luka at number 3. I
Yeah,
think
that's
Luka
what
is
I
definitely
wanted.
better than SGA. That's my boy. He
That's
is
what I wanted to do.
fucking electric. But
And then the top 2 should be the same.
John needs his 3.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. My number 3 is also Luka. I think that game
Okay.
he had versus the Mavericks, that was a sneak peek of the type of playoff run that he is about to go on with
Yeah.
vengeance. I think he's a problem for anybody that goes in front of him.
Sounds good to me. All right, and then my number 2 is the boy in Milwaukee. I got Giannis Antetokounmpo at 2.
Giannis.
Yep,
and
me
then-
as well.
Second
And
best
then-
player in the NBA.
I
Second best
flirted with
player in the
having
world.
Giannis at 1.
Yeah.
Jokic number
Dude,
1,
I mean,
because I expect Giannis to be the most productive player this postseason, even if it is for one series.
I could totally understand Giannis being at 1 just because of his defensive value. I mean, the offense, you're getting it from Jokic, you're getting it from Giannis too. Giannis is better at on the defensive side, but Jokic is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Alex, did you not have Jason Tatum on your list?
Nope. On purpose.
I was
Shout out to
I
him.
was like,
On purpose.
Shout out to him.
I did
I
it on
almost
purpose.
didn't want to.
I don't
I
think I
almost
might
didn't
have
put him in, but
Didn't do it.
Wow. You guys
He's,
that's
he's
awesome.
not even. He's not even Finals MVP. Come on.
true though, true.
I would have Jalen Brown on this list before I had Jason Tatum.
Bum ass bitch, dude.
All right,
K2.
let's finish with my game, and then we're gonna get out of here. John, I really appreciate you being on here, man. This has been
It's
fun.
been great. A lot of fun. Thank you.
So basically, my game is gonna be a King of the Hill, but it's gonna be a Would you rather build a franchise around. So I'm gonna give you two names, and you basically, pick the guy, and that guy stays for the next round. I got 9 names. So the first 2 names up are LaMelo Ball and Tyrese Maxey.
Maxi,
Maxi.
Maxi, for sure.
Durability.
Pretty
Durability
comfortably.
moves the needle.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
LaMelo Ball
Wow.
is kind of made of glass. That whole
Yeah,
family
right.
is made of glass, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dude, for real.
And he's
All
just a
his leg
shot chucker.
amputated.
Yeah,
true.
that's
That's
true. But he's also just a shot chucker. I
He is.
need a guy who's more cohesive within an offense.
All right.
It's a good tape.
So next name it will be Tyrese Maxey or Tyrese Halliburton.
Maxi, fuck Halliburton.
Hallie,
I think Hallie is so inconsistent, though. Maxi is very consistent.
team player, dude.
Halliburton can give you like insane numbers, like he has been, like we were talking about since the All-Star break. But before the All-Star break, he looked awful,
bad.
and I'm talking garbage. And if I'm building a franchise, I'd want to do it with a guy who's a little bit more consistent, like Tyrese Maxey.
Okay, I think we're 2-2. You guys are gonna have to decide on one.
I really want Halliburton. Because you're right, in the aggregate, the Pacers have been the 1st and the 7th ranked offense, and he's giving you right on the border of 20 a game, right on the border of 10 assists a game, on good
Right.
efficiency. In the playoffs, he played well last year, so I feel like he is up and down, but in the middle, in the median of all of that, you're getting yourself a true offensive engine.
Yeah. All right, you move me. We can
impact's
go.
winning.
We can go Hallie.
All right, 3-1. I still want Maxi because fuck Halliburton. So
Alrighty. So we are on Tyrese Halliburton or Alperen Sengun.
Halliburton.
Hallie.
God, Hallie.
Okay.
But I love Sengun, dude. I love him so much.
Alrighty. Connor's boy. Tyrese Halliburton or Domantas Sabonis.
Sabonis, not close. Next question.
Hallie, I gotta go Hallie. I don't know, Sabonis, he's not that old. He's not that old, but I think we've kind of just seen, who he is as a player, and I don't think we're gonna get much more out of him. I think Halliburton still has room to develop his game.
I just feel like Halliburton's more complimentary. Like, you can have him as a second or a third option. You have to organize, and I understand the point. Sabonis this year has been more productive, and there's been moments where Sabonis has been the better player, but Halliburton, to me, is someone that you can put in more spots, and he could be a 2, he could be a 3, he could be the 1. I think Sabonis, you have to basically organize your entire offense around him.
Yeah, 100%.
Sabonis does. Sabonis can do everything, man.
I think John hit the nail on the head here. Tyrese Halliburton's versatility here alone, I think puts him over Sabonis for me. So
Alrighty.
I'm going Hallie.
Unfortunate.
Had to throw him in there for you, Connor.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Alright. Hallie or Spida, Donovan Mitchell.
D.
I'm
Mitch.
going, why did I think Mitchell? My
I
fault.
think I'm going Mitchell.
Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more tough for me just because
A little
I
bit.
love Halliburton's playmaking ability, but
We
Donovan
know.
Mitchell just overall, he's better. He's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Donovan Mitchell. Alright.
Mitch.
3 names left. Donovan Mitchell or De'Aaron Fox.
D. Mitch.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I gotta go Donovan,
Donovan
just from what
Mitchell.
I've seen.
Fox is nice, though. Fox
is so
nice.
100%.
Clutch, too.
I really want to see him with a fully healthy Spurs team. I'm
With
really
a
excited
healthy
for that.
Wemby.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
And
dude.
no Chris Paul on that team. Get him
Right.
out.
Yes, dude.
100%. So
Alright.
CP0.
Donovan Donovan Mitchell or Devin Booker.
D. Mitch.
Donovan Mitchell.
That's such a dude. Those two players have been they've been comparable for so long now, and I've always just edged with D. Mitch for some reason. I don't know. I think he's more efficient, maybe a better defender, more explosive.
Yeah, I think D. Mitch probably has a little bit more. I feel like Devin Booker's a lot better of a shooter. Maybe can shoot a lot more. I think Donovan Mitchell has more two-way scoring than Booker does.
I'm going to go Devin Booker here.
Alright. Sorry you got outvoted, but
It's all
appreciate
good.
it.
This is
All right.
actually from
That's
Phoenix, I can
tough.
understand.
They're
Yeah.
just back and forth. They could go either way.
Honestly, it is very close, but
Those two remind me of like the Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud talk. Like when you think of one, you think of the other.
It's fair. And then the last name, Donovan Mitchell or Cade Cunningham. Who wins King of the Hill?
Cade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham.
It's very close, but I
Yeah.
believe that Cade's going to show a higher ceiling
my
or a
God.
higher level of consistency.
Cade is
I cannot
insane,
wait
dude.
for this Cade Cunningham like star level
MVP
outbreak.
season next
Yeah,
year.
it's like
coming.
it's going to be so great.
Alrighty, that's all I had. So,
cool.
John, again, really appreciate you being on here, man. This was really fun. Alex, Connor Mason, appreciate you guys. You guys are
Absolutely.
listening to the Cheesehead and the Bear podcast. Have a good rest of your day.
Go
Go
Packers.
Packers.
Go, baby.
Go Bears.